To install the dovetail drawer, you're going to need to locate these two drawer slides and these two spacer blocks. They are underneath and to the left of the miter saw, and the spacer blocks are in the second drawer to the right of the miter saw. We'll put you in the credits.
Yeah! Nick Vandal this project parts.
You are going to need to separate the piece of the drawer slide that goes on the drawer from the piece of the drawer slide that goes in the cabinet. To do that, you will find a black tab that needs to get slid up and pulled apart. Now you have the piece that goes in the on the drawer and the piece that goes in the cabinet. The next thing we're going to do is attach the spacers to the drawer slide. It's a little bit tricky, but we need to look for the holes. You may have to move the slide a little bit. And we're going to put this into the bottom hole right here on the spacer. You're probably going to have to hold the spacer. Get that to stay about perpendicular. So now it's mounted about perpendicular, and it's most important that we line it up flush with the edge of the drawer slide. And I'm just going to repeat that process for the back of the drawer slide. Alright, next we need to mount our drawer slides in our cabinet. We have to use these white spacers because we need room for the door hinges to mount to our cabinet. So Connor's decided to use 10-inch spacers, meaning he wants this drawer to be 10 inches off the bottom. Remember, there's going to be another roll-out drawer here, so we want to make sure we leave enough room for that. So we've cut two boards of equal length, and we're just going to set our drawer slides right on top of those. Super important here, we want this to be back 3/4 of an inch. So I'm going to use my tape measure. Measure back 3/4, hold it there, and then using these silver screws, I'm going to attach the top spacer and then attach the one in the back. I'm going to cut it there. Just got to take a quick nice. Okay, I've got the top screw in. And I need to put the one in the bottom here, but the drawer slide is in the way. So what I have to do now is unscrew this front screw in the drawer slide, drop it down, put this bottom screw in, and then reattach it. That way I don't have this gap that is there. Back to the cameraman. But I'm going to need that drill. Yeah, wait till Spanky's done with the drill.
Put it on this side.
Now we need to mount the drawer slide on the other side. And since there's no door hinges to get around, we can just screw it straight to the side. We're using the same 5/8 long silver screws and the same spacers because we need it to be the exact same height as the other side. There you go. Now we're going to put our drawer slides onto the box of the drawer. Super important that the front of it is flush with the drawer and the bottom is flush with the bottom of the drawer. I recommend pre-drilling these holes so they don't split. I'm going to go ahead and put my one screw in here. And then the other screw in back here. There's a lot of holes you can screw it in, and it really doesn't matter which one you use. And we're going to repeat the same process on this side. Okay. Now we're going to put our drawer slides onto the box of the drawer. Super important that the front of it is flush with the drawer and the bottom is flush with the bottom of the drawer. I recommend pre-drilling these holes so they don't split. I'm going to go ahead and put my one screw in here. And then the other screw in back here. There's a lot of holes you can screw it in, and it really doesn't matter which one you use. And we're going to repeat the same process on this side. Install the drawer into the opening. These ball bearing slides are really touchy, and they got to be right on the money or they're not going to work very well. So it's important to measure and make sure that your drawer is exactly 1 inch less from the opening, because we have the 1 inch spacers, and then another inch for the drawer slides. So it should be exactly 2 inches less than the opening of your cabinet. To install this, you're going to put one side in the rails here, and the exact same thing on the other side. The first time you push it in, it might be a little stiff. Don't force it, and then it's going to click all the way in, and now it's going to slide like a dream.